So a few weeks ago, the kind people at Lochby reached out to me and asked if I would like to try a couple of their products. No strings attached. Um, and I said yes. Of course, I said yes. Um, I was familiar with the brand Lochby. Actually, some of my pen friends uh, have Lochby products, and I've looked at them. At what they had, and they've shown me, and we talked. And so now, after a few weeks of just using this Lochby Quattro, I'm just going to tell you my thoughts and feelings about it. And the fact is, I'm really enjoying this pen case. So this is the Quattro. It's a waxed canvas pen case, and I have other pen cases. I'm a firm believer you can't have too many pen cases, and it's always fun to try new pen cases, different products. And what I like about this is it's very compact. It is a pen case to take with you. Some pen cases are, they're very, high end leather, designed more for storage. The type of thing that you might put in a bag if you're going somewhere, but you most often just store pens in them. Whereas the Lochby Quattro, yes, it is good for storing pens, but it is a tool. It is meant to be used. That's where my mindset is with this. After trying it for a little while, and I've had it taken it places and tried different things in it, seeing how I like to set it up. And first and foremost, it's a usable product. It's a tool. Yes, you can leave it at home with your pen stored in it, but it's the kind of thing that is essentially an everyday carry. It's a, I know we use that term a lot, everyday carry, but this is perfect in many ways for an everyday carry. It's durable. It's affordable. It is the kind of thing that you're not going to be totally devastated if you lose it. Well, you will. I mean, you're probably going to lose. If you do lose it, you will lose your pens, of course, and that's always tragic. But at the same time, it is the kind of item that when I was looking at the cost of the product, it's very reasonable for what you get, especially for a product that's very well made. It's double stitched, seams here. The waxed canvas is very nice in the hand. You don't really feel wax residue coming off as you sort of handle it. And looking at a friend's Lochby Quattro, it develops a nice patina over time, just from wear and things like that. So it will look like a nice worn-in item of clothing in some ways, So it has a nice heavy-duty zipper right here, and I'm just going to show you what I have in mind right now. So this isn't the definitive setup of this, but right in here I've stuck some of my business cards. I'm a stay-at-home father and artist and picture framer, and I work from home. And I live in Prince Edward Island, Canada. So what I mean by that is you'll start off in the morning with a coat on, and then by the afternoon you're down to t-shirt, and you don't whatever you started off with in your coat is in your coat, because the weather is so changeable. It goes from cold to hot to cold. So I often find myself without business cards, because they're in my coat pocket somewhere, and I don't often have, especially this time of year in the summer, I don't always have my coat pocket ready nearby. But this product here, I can put my cards in here. I have in this little slot here, right on the spine, I've put some pencil leads, because oddly enough, I never seem to have extra pencil leads. Anyway, there's another little Velcro area back here, which would be perfect for, say, like, some money, really, or something like that. You could put cash in there if you had a few bucks that you wanted to drop in there, and the Velcro seal will hold it in place. That's quite nice. And then you unzip it, and I've included a little Rhodia that I carry around. It's just I like these little things like this because you just toss them in a pocket. And yes, sometimes when I'm out somewhere and I'm sitting having a coffee or something, a beer or something, I'm thinking. So it's nice to have some little notebook that I can just jot down some ideas. And when I get home, I might put it in my journal or come up with, expand on the idea. And inside right now I have 3 pens and a pencil. So right here is my TWSBI Echo. This is a mechanical pencil. This is my Diplomat Magnum, and this here is a vintage sailor pocket pen from the 1960s or late 1960s, and that's nice in there. Now, what I really like about this, and other people have, and I knew about this, people have mentioned this, and you watch videos, this is one of the things that everybody comments on, is that the slots are slightly offset. So when you close it, the pens, if you see, and I like this little feature. This is actually some good design, in my opinion, So when you close it, your pens aren't, hitting each other. They just sort of nestle into a safe arrangement, as you can see here. And that actually, this offset slots allows the pen case to be actually quite thin. And what I liked about this is I can put it in my pants pocket, my back pocket, or my front pocket. My favorite jeans are Levi's 501s. I love wearing them. They're very comfortable and, loose pockets. So I find that I can just slide that into a back pocket, and it feels secure, and I'm not worried about, I'm not going to sit down with it in my pocket, but it just feels secure, and it's very convenient because, it's, the way those pens sort of line up just makes for a thin profile, and that's why I think of this as almost like your perfect everyday carry pen case. And also, it's actually very attractive. Like, one of the things I really do like the understated quality of the design in some ways. It's I love the color of the canvas. It comes in different I think 3 or 4 colors. This is the brown, the classic brown, or the brown, and it suits my personality. It's just sort of understated. It's not flashy. I'm comfortable pulling this out of my pocket and sitting it on a table and opening it up. And the other thing I like about it is, even though it's very understated on the outside, and very, tasteful, when you open it up, there is a bit of flash of color, and I like that. It's just like this sort of deep yellow with the lighter yellow in the background. That just looks nice. And also, as you look at it from a certain angle, there's this sort of honeycomb stitching right here on the fabric, and that's very pretty, like very nice. And the backing here is a very, like, this is a little bit more durable material, but where the pens are resting on the back, right here, is a very soft material, almost like a what do you call it? A terry cloth sham type material, but it seems a little smoother in some ways. Very nice feeling. So when you slide your pen in, I don't think you're going to have to worry too much about scratching or anything like that. It's very soft. And they're nice deep pockets too. So, this is a TWSBI Echo. It's not a small pen, and it fits in there very nicely. Sits in quite nicely. And I like how when it folds up, it's a very small item. The other thing I noticed that when you're sitting down to use this, it lies flat. And that is a really nice little design feature, I think, that it lies flat. You can sort of, just reach in and grab what you need. It looks nice. It's rather than say it being like this, when you open it up, it lies flat. It's very serviceable. You can easily reach in, grab your pens, grab your pencil, whatever you want, and you can put a little notebook in there. And that's actually a fairly small little notebook. So you can put that in there. You can probably put something a little bigger in there. And when you zip it up, you can just toss it in a pocket, a jeans pocket or something like that. And let's talk about some sizes. It's not a heavy item. And it's, let's see, so we're going to measure this. So from the spine to this edge here is essentially 3.5 inches. And it's 6.5 inches long, 3.5 inches wide, 6.5 inches long. With a little booklet in there, it's a little wider, but when you don't have a booklet, it's just a bit thinner. And that's like essentially an inch right there. So very compact, very durable, very well thought out. I like these extra, I really like the fact that there's essentially 3 areas on the outside where you can put whatever you need. In this case, business cards, some pencil leads, and if I need to, I could drop a couple emergency coins in there for parking or something like that. Or, maybe even a credit card if you wanted to. Anyway, so that's the Lochby Quattro. And I'm going to continue using this. I'm going to tinker around with what I want to put in it. And I'll continue to carry it around, see how I like it over time. And I'm hoping that it, as the patina starts to change the surface of it, I'll look at it again and talk about that and how I like that. I'm expecting it to change color in some ways, get a little bit of wear as I rub it and things like that. So anyway, yeah, the Lochby Quattro, I like it. Now I'm going to include at the end of, in the description, there will be a discount code. So if you go to Lochby website and use my code, you'll be able to get a discount. I don't know how long that'll be up for, but or in effect, but it'll be there for now. This is 2024 June, so maybe 10 years from now it won't be there. But anyway, I'm hoping to try a few more Lochby products. I have I have the Venture Pouch. I'm still trying that out and seeing how I like that, and I have some ideas for that. And I'll set that up the way I want it. And I'm really curious about trying some other stuff. So that's always a nice thing when you come across a brand and you're hopeful and you're wanting to try new things from them. So anyway, well, thank you very much to the people at Lochby for sending me this. This isn't paid or anything like that, but it's nice to have for them to allow me to put up a discount code on my website. And I hope you liked the video, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.